Hey, Chrissy here. I'm a landscape architect and the owner of Kismet Design. I am a very process-driven designer, and I love sharing what I do and how I do it with everyone that's interested. I want to share my love of landscape design with everyone. If there's knowledge or experience or perspective that I can share that would be beneficial to build your skills or your business, let's do it. Reaching your true potential and achieving your own personal goals will not happen by chance. You have to set your intentions, make a plan, and do the work. Let's create something great together. For those of you that know me, know that I am new to entrepreneurship. My business is a mere 3 years old, but those 3 years have been great. Although my business is basically still a toddler, just as with a child, I have been amazed at the growth and development in such a short time that I have seen with my business. I by no means am an expert, but have experienced some valuable insight in building business relationships, referrals, client base, and reputation even prior to venturing out on my own. Upon venturing out, I was able to gain a new perspective though, and see the true value of referrals and relationships like I never did before. When I started my business, I really had no idea where I was going to get the bulk of my clients. Like, no idea. I just had faith that it would work out, which was a big leap for someone like me that wants to plan and control everything. I knew that just by the law of numbers that if I put myself out there enough, I would start to see some traction. I also knew that I had some long-standing relationships and contacts in the industry that I could reach out to that might provide me with some insight and, if I was lucky, some referrals. I spent a few weeks listing and reaching out to those people. The list consisted of other designers, old colleagues, contractors, vendors, and overall getting the word out to friends and family and local community members of my new business venture. I would take every opportunity I had to tell people about my business, as you never know who might know someone in need of the services I had to offer. This was a bit hard because I'm a little bit of an introvert, but it's good to put yourself out there. To keep from making the conversation seem like a sales pitch, which I really didn't want, I directed it to them. I would often use the phrase or something of the sort. If you know anyone looking for a landscape design, I would love for you to send them my information. Or if you get leads that are outside of your work area, please send them my way, if it was another designer or colleague. It only took a couple short months to generate a backlog of work, which was fantastic. The goals I had set for myself the first year in business, granted those goals had no bearing in reality or tangible metrics, had been exceeded in ways I never thought possible. Maybe I underestimated myself or my business, or maybe it was just luck. Probably both. We'll call it kismet. I think a lot had to do with the state of the economy and what was going on. Building a business in a global pandemic may sound like a nightmare, but for the industry, I could not have started at a better time. The pandemic had an ever-growing number of people staying at home, evaluating their spaces, and dreaming up projects. With nowhere to go and no one to see, vacation and travel budgets were being reallocated to home improvement projects, and soaring home values made home equity loans easier to acquire for those people seeking out larger projects. The volume of potential clients my colleagues, contractors, and vendors were seeing was overwhelming, and this allowed them to happily pass off referrals to me for those clients that weren't their ideal target. Each of those referrals I treated like gold and let them know how much I valued their referral. I know when I refer colleagues, I want to know that I'm referring a client to someone that I know and trust and will take care of the person that I'm referring. So I wanted to make sure to do the same for those giving me referrals. As time went by, each new client added to the ever-growing list of potential referrals. And just as your money compounds over time in your retirement account, your client referral opportunities do as well. 3 years later, I'm still seeing that the vast majority of my work comes directly from referrals. Most of my referrals now are coming from past or current clients. Referrals are such an honor, and I feel the constant desire to earn each one of them with each client I work with. I have had multiple clients refer me to their parents, siblings, and even grown children. What says trust and respect more than a referral to a loved one? What an honor. I try to create value at each touch point, even with those leads that do not become clients or are not my ideal client. I often get calls or web inquiries for projects that are not within my ideal geographical area or project type. Or maybe they're a DIYer just looking for some ideas. That doesn't mean I can't provide them with value by referring them to another colleague, providing them with pointers on completing their project, or laying out some expectations of process or price to guide them. It only takes a couple minutes. There's great power in consistency, though. Consistently providing quality service and value have helped me to build and develop such great referrals. Consistency with my clients and with my contractors that I work with. I am and have always been an avid goal setter, but recently I've been looking more into the reasoning and intentions behind the goals that I'm setting. Reaching my goals defines my success. Knowing what success looks like for you is important, and it will look different for everyone. Business success is an ongoing evolution and an ever-flowing metric, rather than a finite end goal. If you haven't read the book by Simon Sinek, The Infinite Game, I highly recommend it. Everything in life and business is no exception. It all ebbs and flows. The reasoning and the intention behind the goals you're setting is more important than reaching the goal itself. There are times when the flow of work may slow or speed up. It can be easy sometimes to look at a snapshot of the present trend and be reactive. I have found it to be more challenging than expected, but so far rewarding to pause, step back, and look at the bigger picture and a longer range vantage point. The main benefit to this vantage point is that the ebbs and flows become much less drastic the further out you view it from. Micro adjustments can have a great long-range effect. Again, another book reference. The Compound Effect by Daniel Hardy is pretty eye-opening, especially given how simplistic the topic is that he discusses. Creating value for someone on a call that will not be my client does not generate any money or any client load, but it generates energy and it feeds the mindset and the vision that I have set for myself and how I want to move through the world and how I want my business to run. The value system is what I believe makes it easy to get referrals and what I define my success around. Each of us has a choice in how we spend our time and our money. Each of those choices are like casting a vote. I keep this in mind when working with my clients, especially while discussing budget and vision goals. Investing in a design is dedicating their time and money in ensuring the final outcome meets the goals and vision set. Investing in a landscape installation is dedicating valuable resources to quality of life and future enjoyment. Working with a designer is a very involved process, and it is important to have a personal connection. The trust between a client and a designer to hear and listen and see that vision out into reality is really important. Again, I am no expert, but I truly believe that consistently providing value to my clients, my referral partners, and any contacts, regardless of their potential for my business, is what has awarded me with the blessings of the referral system that feeds my business. Setting goals and knowing the intention and why that goal is important will help to build a life and a business of purpose and joy. Especially as a busy business owner, we can get trapped in the grind and keep your head down, only focusing on the next task, but allowing yourself time and space to slow down, evaluate, and practice gratitude will guide you to your greatest achievements. Knowing your boundaries and values will generate a confidence that clients will find very compelling. Each client, each phone call, each project completed generates momentum. If you know where you want that momentum to take you, all you have to do is allow it to build and be intentional about where you focus your energy to get there. I would love to hear from you, whether you are an employee, a business owner, a new or a seasoned vet in the industry. What has helped you to build your business or your referral systems? Reach out to me at kismetdesignco.com or on Instagram or Facebook at kismetdesignco. And don't forget that there is great power in consistency. To wrap up, I want to thank you for your time. I hope the ideas discussed today leave you feeling excited and energized. As I build both my business and my life, I value the support and feedback you provide. I would love for you to reach out to me to let me know what you think, give me ideas, or just to connect. Please also share with a friend. Until next time, go create something wonderful.